You don't have to do all the things in order to be healthy. And I know you know this deep down, but I just wanted to make a reminder video because I know it can be so easy to get distracted with, a lot of different trends and hacks and products that promise us like some instantaneous, miraculous transformation. But really, rather than worrying about, how many things you should be doing because you saw some health and wellness rule book that says you must do this, instead the thing you really want to prioritize is cultivating presence and awareness, because that is what actually allows you to identify what your body needs in any given moment. So for example, if you are more present and more aware of your body from moment to moment, what starts to happen is you can realize that, oh, I actually don't need to be drinking this much coffee. My body's just really tired. And rather than drink coffee to push through, I should just go rest, right? Because coffee actually quiets down those signals of fatigue in the same way that, let's say, a painkiller will suppress those signals of pain. Now, this is not an anti-coffee or anti-painkiller stance. This is me taking a stance on the importance of knowing what you need at any given moment. So going back to the coffee, for example, there's nothing wrong with drinking coffee and using it to get through a day here and there. But if you have been chronically fatigued and you're chronically relying on something like that just to make it through the day, just to get started, then that is more likely an indicator that your body is calling out for something more rest, more presence from you, more attention from you, maybe just more time doing nothing. Another example could be maybe you might have pain in your body. Sometimes you get back pain, or you get these, you can get constriction in your neck or something. And really all that is actually reflecting the fact that you're not allowing yourself maybe to do some hobby or express yourself in some way that you wanted to. Maybe you like to write poetry and you're not allowing yourself to do that. And meanwhile, you might decide, I'm going to go start a Substack account and I'm going to go find my people. And then next thing you know, the relief and expansion that comes from doing that thing that you've been kind of, pushing away, the relief and expansion that comes from that suddenly also creates relief in your system at the physical level, right? So that is what I mean by it's so important, because health doesn't just come from what we ingest, doesn't just come from your food or your supplements. It comes from lots of different ways. The way I see it, being healthy is really just it's just the sum total of the helpful things or the beneficial things that we do for ourselves moment to moment to moment, literally from this second to this second to the next second. And the accumulation of that, the more things we do that work in our favor and the fewer things we do that work against us, then we just end up saying, I feel healthy, revitalized, alive, and so on and so forth. So just wanted to create this video to quickly share this reminder with you. If you are someone who is struggling with, I am overwhelmed and it feels like there are too many things to do. If you don't want to do a 5 a.m. routine, you don't have to do it just because somebody said it was beneficial for them. You really don't. You can find your own path. So be gentle with yourself. Start small and set the intention that, maybe not for the entire day, maybe set the intention that for the next 30 minutes of today, you're going to just practice being more present with yourself and your environment, and start to see in what do you need in the moment. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.